Okay, so in a creek, well, the honest truth is the landowner uses a digger in here and trenches out. This used to all be nothing but willows coming and offering all sorts of little pockets. Starting about 12, 13 years ago, he started digging everything out to try to get water off his property as quickly as possible. There's not a lot of in-stream structure. This right here is, and that pillow, it's actually a really good pillow because you can see the backup of that water on top. So anywhere within a rod length of this, there's a nice depression and a backup of water, so that causeway pauses, giving a pillow to surf on. And that's one of the very, very few pieces of structure left in this poor little creek. So if you look at the bottom of the structure of this thing, it's just a sidewalk. There's no big rock for these fish to hold to. So it used to be that there would be a fish on the inside of a run like this, hands down. And the reason for that is just because it's a nice gentle break, and you'd always have a rock or two exposed on the bottom. This farmer or landowner has what's called a gravel trap upstream, where he's in-stream gravel mining. It's basically he's treating the creek like a gravel pit, and what that means is it's a persistent wash of finer particulates that are covering all of the rock on the bottom, and thus smothering any kind of a current break on the bottom. So you end up with stuff just like this, and it's just there's nothing for a fish to hold to except for this very tightly defined current seam shelf right here of that fine particulate. So you got to make sure that you capitalize on looking right in here if there's going to be a fish. Otherwise, there's not a chance there's a fish unless you get over there where the next little piece of structure is. So you don't want to run, because you know you're only in 5 or 6 hours, whatever this day is going to be, you're only going to find one fish an hour. I know people go, well, no, there's got to be more than that. No, there's not more than that. That's what there is. They can't hide. They have to be fully exposed. The reason for that is it's just too much of a causeway. It's a big push. It's a constant flow. There's no breaks. The only breaks is, has to be size enough to hold a fish. Now, a little pocket over there, maybe, but I'm really looking. A fish can't, anything more than a 2-pound fish, which most of these fish are 2 or over, can't hide. In this kind of situation, this kind of conditions, that fish can't hide from there.
We need your help. We're a different channel that focuses on you, providing real-time scenario, how-to, and why-to fly fishing content. We literally film and fish in order to help you, to put you in the front seat with us on the fly rod so you can see what we do, and most importantly, why and when we do things in order to help improve your fly fishing. But in order to do this as often as possible, we need your help. That's why we have our membership channel, to support us in what we do. This video is considerably longer and can be viewed ad-free at our member site. It's a few dollars a month. If you want our best content and all of our trout stream fly fishing course content, that is also available. Please visit jensenflyfishing.com for more information.
This run used to be so good. So good. You'd have 3 or 4 nice browns, bing, bang, and a couple up top. And then that next run above has always been dynamite. But again, oh, wait a second. What's this? Is this a smudge, or is that just a shadow of a tree? No, it's just the shadow of the tree. So I'm really looking under here. Somebody could cruise around quite easily if he's there. Again, because it's the only piece of structure. Well, if it's not there, it's not here. I know, genius commentary, but it's real. So it has to be there if he's going to be there, or the top side or the downside, whatever you want to look at it. I'm looking back over here, still nothing back there. Swing back over here, nobody. So you can see this right in front of me, how really shallow that is, and how fine that sand and gravel is. Holy, look at the size of that eel.
Whoa.
Wow, look at that. There's my rod.
Yep.
Wow, that thing's got to be 4 feet long.
Yep, that's a big one.
That got my attention.
Yeah, I think
Yeah. Look at the size of that thing. That's my foot out of the water. That's, yeah, minimum 4 feet. Look at the size of that thing. That got my attention. That's awesome. Okay, so yeah, those kind of freak you out, but once you realize it's not a big deal, it's not a big deal. But don't put your fingers in there. Okay, let's go see if there's a brown trout here. Yeah, I got one here, love. Yeah, I gotta go at him. Right to him. Lower that rod, Dave. Here he comes. Yep.
Nice.
Just had to lower that rod to make sure the hook set went well. Right past the eel. Come on. How did I not know the fish was going to go there? And that eel now has a golf ball or something in its mouth. Come on, fish. Don't go in there. Come on out. I still feel him. Okay, back him out, back him out. Come on. Yeah, please. Yeah. Awesome. There we go. Cool. Find an eel, find a fish, find a pool, find a ridge. There's your brown. It's the only possibility in this creek.
Wow.
He just showed up in that sunlight, eh?
Get him going here.
Nice. Look at that, eh? Just perfect.
Ready here.
Yeah.
I'm rolling on you. C1, regular time here.
Okay. Here we go.
Bam.
Okay.
Go for it anytime.
Yeah. Wicked. Nice. Hey, find that structure, find a fish.
Exactly. Isn't it?
Yep. So, as I was saying, when you have a situation where the entire creek is trained by a digger, basically the landowner drives his digger right down the middle of this, clears a causeway, which is essentially a drainage pipe ditch. That way, the idea, I think, is to manage the land so it doesn't keep getting eroded. I've never really understood why Kiwi farmers do it, but it's just something I grabbed hold about a decade ago, and they do it. And then the gravel trap upstream. So you combine those things, and you have nothing but fine particulate in here. And well, you can see the gravel rise up there. It's just a causeway of water and fine particulate, and you have to play wherever the subtle, even the most subtle of structure, even a fine gravel shelf like that is gonna have a fish, because there's a current break there. Regardless of the size of the structure, it's just a break in the water flow that allowed that fish to be there. And to my point, that's just something that never used to happen until he started digging in here. Big berms of fine gravel like that just never used to happen when this was a winding little bucket creek that went between the willows. Since the farmer now drives his digger, literally you can see how wide this creek is now. It's because it's 2 diggers wide. You know why? Drive your digger down and then reach either side to clear it out. And as a foreigner, as a tourist, we're not supposed to say anything or recognize this stuff. We're just supposed to come and enjoy being here. Well, after being here for 15 years, you know the thoughts on that. And it's tough to watch, because this run right up here, the first years we were here, literally there was flats up here with 500-600 juvenile brown trout. And when those disappear, your pump for the entire system disappear. And yeah, there's still good populations of fish in the main river that this is connected to, but eventually those impacts, the cumulative impacts of those things, affect the total population of the entire system. And when you're talking the entire lower half, and there's only so many spawning and rearing tributaries, and if you erase them, well, you're gonna have problems over the long haul.
Well, guys, this is definitely a run that we've enjoyed a fish or two on before. And based on what I'm seeing back here is pretty much kind of a sidewalk, the tail out. The only place possible is up along that bank, but again, there's not much to hold to. So my focus will definitely be the upper third of this entire run, where we get to have a bit of depth. And you can see that just based on even the color of it. Start to get into kind of a darker green. This lighter green stuff is all of that Dave was talking about, that fine particulate that's covered over the rocks. Nothing for a fish to hold to. But I am excited about the upper end of it.
But I'm pretty sure that there's a smudge moving up in the head.
I gotcha.
And not 100%, but
Okay.
if you don't mind me leading through.
No
this for a bit.
problem.
There's just no rock at all.
No, I'm seeing that.
All shelf.
Shelf driven.
Oh, there's one right there.
Yeah?
Right on that head shelf, right where that yellow leaf is there.
Yeah.
Yep, that's the fish.
The one that was coming
It's
through,
just
not the
nosed in right there.
inside.
There's a bit of a gray on just on this side of the
Yes.
current.
Yes.
And there's a smudge right there in the head shelf.
Oh, yeah, I see
right
it.
there.
I see it. I
Yeah.
see that. Okay. Okay, good. Okay, so what we're looking at here, guys, is literally a difference in kind of a browny bottom, and above it is holding, I would say, a kind of a dark green shape. That's how I see it.
That's it.
That's it. That's the only way you can possibly describe this.
Wow.
I'm gonna scoop, do the scoop, guys. That's what I'm gonna do, is the scoop. Still good below me, Dave?
Yep.
Okay.
You move forward a bit, or
Yeah.
that's not easy?
No, it's not. So I'm gonna have to get on my knees just a bit here. Because now, seeing him,
Yeah.
this will be all about watching the dry fly move. That's what this will be about. And I should be able to go over my head now with a flip of a cast. That's how I see this. You're gonna have to give me a bit of guidance again because of changing my position. I don't see him.
Well,
So if I
just
do,
outside of that green leaf
do you
side.
see this? These two little green leaves?
Yeah, the one's right on shore,
Yeah,
going the other way, that cluster of three,
yeah.
goes straight out from that with your fly.
Okay.
He's actually,
Yeah.
it's
But I've got to at least go, I'd say, 3 feet offshore.
You got white leaf or white feather, whatever,
Yeah, right there now.
just on the seam.
Yeah.
Right there is the fish.
Ooh, let's pick another one because that threw me.
Yeah, you can't go too wrong. I mean, let's not.
I think I got to put it on that inside and let it drift in. He would be in shade now, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. You ready?
Yeah. Just for your thing.
All right. Here we go. Hang on. Yep, got him. Just saw the movement. Oh, pop. Wow.
Bugger, eh?
Wow. Well, that's too bad. Whoa. And I guess I was too aggressive. I don't know how, but he charged into that deep, and actually my nymph is gone, guys.
It was
Wow.
a snapping set.
Okay.
It had that little button hook going from opposing currents. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense. Yep.
So you're casting
Yeah.
up along that seam, and your fly is going like that while your slack is still here. It's a really tough spot because it button hooks.
Yeah.
And when that button hooks, fish eats, and well, you've got this little loop of slack, and you set the hook, and it's like a snappy doodle just
snap.
waiting to happen.
Yeah. And then beyond that, that fish, you know, as Dave said, it's a snappy doodle, and then that fish bolted for that deeper water, across the way, and fly gone, fish gone. Oh. Hey guys, so I think another thing to consider is that had I done a cast with a little bit of a reach off to my left, I would have set that drift and I would have avoided the button hook and you know, snapping on that fish.
So as Amelia's retying after that fish, I did want to bring the point back around to shingly rivers like this. Again, the only fish we saw was at the head, right there on that shingle drop off, but with absolutely no rock on the bottom to hold to. Either has to be in that trench shelf at the head or in the tail out flat back here. That's just a causeway, and there's too much of a push right now to hold too much. So on waters like this, you know, that's 2 fish in a row that were just sitting there on the only place for the soft water. So keep that in mind as you work these kind of streams. As we're walking up this, Amelia's behind me saying, yeah, this is going to be a pillow fish. And what does she mean? Well, look at this shallow shingly stuff. You're coming up here, you can see the boil between the trees. That just means that water's coming up. So it's going underneath that tree and then boiling up in behind and hammering into that. So the only place it's going to be is right there, but no, that's just not going to be there. So the only place can be above this, where this tree here is backing up the current, and that's the pillow side. Unless you get something chasing from out underneath this willow into the tail out here, maybe. But other than that, there's no chance that a fish is going to be back in here. Okay, so as I was just saying, it'd have to be on the top side. And from my angle along shore, it's nothing but glare. So this is where I'm going to get up, and I'm going to go as wide as I can to give myself better sighting upstream of me into that. There he is. I knew it. Yeah, he's right on the inside of that shelf there again on the flat. Right in the head, just feeding happy. See all those sticks? Yeah. He's just above the sticks on the inside here. And then there's another one on the shelf. Look at the size of the one on the shelf way over there. But there's one right here on these sticks.
Oh yeah.
And then there's one way over on the shelf. So there's 2 fish here, and if you hook and fight one, the other one's going to disappear.
So do you want... Problem is, if you go for that second one,
I really want the second
up,
one, but
you're going to disturb this first one into him.
And the second one, that other one looks like it's about 5 pounds. This one looks like about 3.
And getting into position for that second one, you're probably going to scoop this
Oh,
one.
you have to go. And my only choice is to make sure the 3X is strong and I can horse this fish down, you know, risk losing it in here if I want a chance at that other fish. Oh boy, the other fish is feeding up a storm. This one, oh, this one is too. Okay, well, do you want to take a second and film?
Try to get in on that one.
Cool.
Yeah, I'll just do that in
Worth it.
800 ISO,
So this is a on your knees thing from the get-go. Now, it's right there, and I can still see the smudge of the far one. The goal is always to catch the 2, but you have to give yourself a chance on the first before you get the second. Jeepers. Okay, what do I got for backcast? Stuff. Okay, so this fish is about a rod and 2 rods from my rod tip, and it's nowhere near as active as the far one, and it's gone. Oh no, it just fed. It just fed. Gotta hit that little narrow little window. You know, I wasn't looking for branches. There we go. Okay, now that I know that branch is there, he should come out on that. On the dry. Hold it back here, Dave. Hold it under. Hold it under. Okay, the other one's gone. Yeah, the other one's chasing that one. And Okay, so do I have a chance? The only chance is right here, right underneath. Okay, gotta get that. Yeah, he's through. That's good, that's good. But now we're going back to the previous dang pool. Okay, let's go.
Ooh, well done.
So well.
Still got your net.
Come on, fish. Come on. Get her out from that. Back like that. Is there anything else she's gonna run into here? Once I get her out of that pocket, it should be better because there's no sticks back here. Come on. There we go. Wicked.
Well done.
Nice little fish. Awesome.
All right.
She just dropped over and ate the dry. You ready?
Yeah, anytime.
Here we go, love. Zing! Oh, that's the hard thing because those are the fish. As soon as I set the hook, I just saw that other fish just go boom. So, you know, I think it's just afternoon. You know, we've only been out here for an hour. That's 3 fish, and we'll see if that other one, let's give it some time, maybe have a snack or some water or something, and maybe give it 15 minutes and see if that other fish comes back. It was a really sexy fish, but, well, not that that one wasn't, but yeah, the next one was really cool. That one, I was surprised it just came over and ate my caddis. I loved it. And feeding right on that shelf.
Oh yeah.
Right
nice.
there. I'm gonna try for that one as well. Just gonna double check all my knots are still good after that one, but yeah. Yeah, he's.
Get into that same position.
Yeah, if you want to shoot the fish itself, go for it. I'm just gonna get myself into position. Slowly walk. Use all this as cover. Amelia's gonna go up and try to get that fish from up there. It's way up here. Just subsurface, eh?
Yeah.
I wonder if I should give this fish the dropper option even. Yeah, I should. Whew. I can't believe it's still there. Just using all these sticks as cover to get in there. It takes some time. But that's how that goes. Yeah. No, way over. Nice. Just a second. I don't see him. Oh, there he is. It's when he drops off that shelf that it's just like, uh-oh. Ooh, there's that wind. I gotta be cognizant of that. Because he's so active, I think I could probably get away with coming 3 feet to his left.
Yeah, I think you're right about that.
When he goes way over. Yeah. It's all in the timing, isn't it? And I don't know. I don't think I want to go any closer, do I? Okay. I'm actually going to wait for him just to go a bit to the right. Like that, maybe. That way it gives me some arm motion buffer. Oh. Here we go. There we go. Come on, Dave. Come on, come on. We're doing the same thing here. Try to keep them out, try to keep them low, just keep your rod low. And right now, believe it or not, guys, I'm looking upstream on the next flat because I don't know what's up there and I don't want to disrupt anything else. I didn't expect this guy to stick around. Right now, he's on the inside, nice flat, calm water, and you want to keep him here. And then you want to get that, and you want to get down below. Come down while you're going right, keep your rod left. Keep that head up, let him alligator roll all he wants. Onto the bank. No, he's not in the net. There we go.
All right, Dave.
Woo! How did I get those two?
That was awesome.
But a lot of luck.
Just simply awesome.
Wow, that was lucky. How did I get those two? I got real lucky on that first one that she went downstream, and this guy didn't bolt as bad as I thought.
Yeah, that's right.
And then he fought like a Dickens, but he just jumped.
Yeah, you kind of like that.
Yeah. Yeah, and then he tired himself jumping. I'm okay with him tiring himself jumping. It's like jump on the trampoline all day if you're not going to go underneath the willow. I'm okay with that. There we go. It's backlit now, but...
Yeah, oh no, that's gorgeous.
Okay.
And I'm rolling now.
You ready?
Anytime.
Here we go, love bug.
Wonderful.
Wicked. Luck, 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 luck. Oh, yeah. Yes.
Really nice.
Okay, guys, let's talk about luck. Down in this run down below here, Amelia's cast, it was good, and she got the take, but there's a button hook on her drift, and usually those do stick, and nope, broke off. It was pretty much one of those situations where you pitch, catch, and away you go. Whatever reason, it broke. Okay, now we come up here, and there were literally 2 fish sitting, one here, one there, and as we stood right where Amelia is right now, we watched, and they came together. They kind of did their thing all over the run, and I kind of snuck in here, and on that first fish, pitched it out, hoping to draw it downstream. Well, that's just so that I could start moving it downstream. But then, okay, so you hook up. Now, what are the odds that you're going to get that fish to go all the way down through there, get your line and everything, and have that fish go all the way down to the next run and actually have a chance to land it? That's lucky. All that while the other fish temporarily bolts, well, I thought it was gone. No, it's probably just feeding or chasing or whatever. It was like, okay, whatever. And then you come in along here with a long leader and big bushy dry and a tungsten, and it's a left-handed cast, and you pitch it in there and just kind of wait for the fish to be over there, kind of feed somewhat to the right, and pick your timing, of course, and pitch it a little bit to the left because you know the fish is feeding. It comes over and eats, and then it just decides to go trampoline jumping on spot instead of racing into those same willows. So Amelia got unlucky. I still don't understand why not. It just happens. And for whatever reason, I got really lucky with a little bit of skill getting the line through there as I fought the first one. But I shouldn't have been able to do that, and certainly that second one shouldn't have just sat there going, you know, it was like Looney Tunes, the old little dog and the bulldog thing. I was like, okay, well, you just keep doing that because that's going to tire you out. But the last thing I wanted to talk about, while I was up here fighting that bigger fish, I was looking upstream into the next run. Why? Well, because if I have to go chasing the fish I'm fighting, well, you might have to, I don't know, but I want to make sure that if I do, I'm aware that I'm not going to spook the next fish in the next run if there is one. So there wasn't one really obvious, which means it's probably in the head of the seam. So I would have been okay to fight that, and you know, always be aware of your surroundings and what comes next. It's kind of a weird thing to be talking about and thinking about while you're fighting this fish, but if you can train yourself just to have a little sneak peek upstream, you can say, hey, there's another fish, or hey, there's another fish, I better not do anything stupid that's going to expose myself to the next one, and keep that in mind while you're fighting this one.
Okay, so we're coming to a rather hopeful looking stretch of water here, guys, but we are still clinging nice and tight to this bank as we slowly move upstream, mostly looking back in. That is a nice bank across the way. Yeah, I'm thinking what starts to look really good about this, guys, is kind of at the head, on this inside flat is somewhere where this fish is likely to be. It's, to me, too big of a push of water along that bank. You can see where it's been scoured. I wouldn't put a fish there.
Nothing on the bottom to hold to, hey?
I know, it's pretty rough.
Like nothing.
This looks promising, guys. You got a cluster of willows here that it's causing a big backup of water, so it's slowing down. And I'm definitely thinking that something at the head, maybe right along where the foam comes out along those sticks, but we got to see what kind of depth we have. So again, we're gonna cross, get ourselves on this side so that we can have a good look. The nice thing about this is if you look at it, we can stand in the shade while we're looking actually into a sunny bit, and we'll have height as well. So again, coming in from as far back as you can and staying in the shade as you look. This is kind of a prime situation for sighting. Dave just came up beside me and he picked up, his amazing eyes here, picked up a fish right in the well underneath the trunk of that willow over there. And that fish is swaying in there. We actually just saw it rise, which was cool. And that wake in the back end, hey?
Yeah, he's nymphing big time. He's right
So he's
out here now and going.
Oh, I see him.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, well, yeah. He's not a big fish. Like, he looks like he might be a couple pounds tops. Hey?
Yeah, secure
He might be, but yeah. Oh, yeah. No. I'm just saying. He's not. Yeah, okay. He's still a good fish, guys. But to go with this mayfly pattern. I mean, I don't think he can go too wrong. Have you seen what he's been eating in there?
Yeah, it's got to be mayflies. The very few that are coming through.
Yeah.
Can't get on.
Okay. So you see him just in that one sunspot here, guys. Now, the trick to this is to get down to the water. Still looking for my window of where I want him to be. Sorry, I just don't have him.
Here he comes. There he is right now.
Is he? Okay.
To the right. That's perfect.
And got him. Nice. Oh yeah, I saw that mouth. Whoa. I saw that mouth open and close, guys. That was awesome. Truly awesome.
You got the net?
No, I don't. No, I gotta go down. Too slippery right now. No. Oh! That's kind of a heartbreak, guys. Yeah, I wanted that fish. I knew I couldn't get it as it was dropping at me in that faster water up here. There was no way I could get control. It was slippery water, rocks that I was on, and he was coming at me, so I had to try to bring him down. And I held him there for some time, but then I knew that I had to change something up because I had my rod going this way, so I had to change it to the opposite direction to try to steer him out of that. And no, just popped at that point. Ugh. Frustrating, really frustrating. Okay, up ahead of me here, guys. It is a tail out, right? And you think, oh, that's it. So there's got to be a rise in gravel here, which there is. But if you look straight across, you got a point of land that's come down into the water. And there's a bit of backing up of water above it. But there is a small little trough along there. So as we go and as we swing wide here and stay a little lower, I'm looking for a smudgy looking thing right in that spot.
See, the thing is, in that kind of situation, you'd see the gold flash.
Yeah, you'd see something.
That's definitely a feeding spot.
Yep. And in this situation, guys, because it's going to be up above in this seam, we're going to stay low in this faster current and get ourselves underneath this willow in order to be able to look in there.
Look how shingly that is,
Yeah. Oh, it's just unreal. So we're going together here. Dave sometimes has height in all this that I do not, and especially on days where, you know, fish aren't just glowing in the water, it's helpful to have his eyes. So we're looking in this window here.
Still no rock along
Still,
this side,
no,
okay?
that's just it.
I think it's gonna be at the head of the run
Yeah.
by that stump.
I want to cut our way in through these willows. And every time we have a chance, we're going to look through and out to the river here, guys. Right here, you know, you use the bushes as your protection from being seen. Still not seeing anything there. But it's now up in here that it should start to show.
No, there's one right there.
Right there offshore. Yep.
Right there underneath the seam.
Yeah.
Right where those cactus is. You see that? Yeah, his tail is right.
Yeah.
No,
You
no,
got a
his
bit of
tail is
height.
right there.
Yeah, and I was gonna say I see the smudge
Yeah.
from here. So.
Nope, up.
Oh.
See that?
Oh
Just
yeah.
emerge your each.
Okay. Let me just back
Yeah.
off to where you were height-wise, just to have a different
So
perspective.
if you look right through there,
Yep.
just 3-4 feet off the shore,
Yeah.
that smudge, you'll see the tail back here.
Yeah, I do see that. I've picked my landmarks here, guys, before I start to walk downstream. So across the river, there is a branch of willow that's actually in the water. And the tip end of it is essentially, if I draw a line across to this side, is where his tail is sitting. So that's helpful to me once I get downstream and get into position. Because I'd say I'm now only maybe 2.5 rod lengths.
From you, yeah.
Yeah, right? It's not too far away.
I'm ready.
You ready? Okay.
And to the right.
Got him. Nice. Beauty, 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 beauty. That's a good fish. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. What a fish, guys. Oh, it's nice. That's really nice.
He dropped each leg.
Yep, he sure did. And I know I was left of him, but I had to go with that cast. Sweet. Oh, no. Let's keep you in here. Got to get my net. Gonna bring him in here. Yeah, should be able to do him here and in the net. Yeah, what a fish. Long and gorgeous.
Good job, love.
Nice, man.
That's gotta be exciting.
That was awesome.
Granddaddy of the day.
Absolutely. Beauty. Wow, look at the head on that. I'm curious. I'm gonna guess 4. Yeah, close to. Maybe 3 3/4. Beauty.
Pretty skinny, hey?
Yeah.
Stunning.
Gorgeous fish, hey?
Yeah.
The teal is just amazing. So that was a situation, guys, where I simply just needed to very slowly get upstream so I could see where that fish was. Again, moving my feet very methodically, really slowly, because you don't want to spook it. But in order for me to get a good gauge of where I was, interestingly, my landmark that I picked out, that tip of that willow, looked a heck of a lot different from back here as to where the fish was in relation to that willow. So that can happen sometimes, and you're better off when you're sight fishing to really try to get yourself, you gotta move slow, but get yourself into a spot where you can see the fish. I find there's a lot more confidence that comes out of that when it comes to fishing, because you know your target, you know where you gotta go. And yeah, just really enjoyed that eat. He was coming for that nymph and saw my dry definitively go down, wasn't too aggressive, all the things I needed to do. So it's fun when things play out that way and and everything goes in your favor. Great looking male brown, loved its colors too. This looks like sweet water up ahead of me here, guys. So let's go and take a look. I think what I want to do is actually keep my height for now, because I'm in the shade here. I am looking straight across to make sure I don't miss anything there to start with. No, that's just a stick.
He'd be on the shelf though.
He'd have to be right here, and I think that's all just shadow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't see one in there.
You want to go across, I'll stay up here.
No, because I think the best lighting's up here.
Okay.
I'd like to see from the back end of it anyway.
Okay. I'm really eyeing
Yeah.
up the stuff up in the corner as the most likely, so
Okay.
it's a light management thing is what I'm trying.
Yeah, I get that. Thing is, it could possible that it will be on the pillow above this.
Pretty sure it will be.
Yeah. So I'd like to swing wide and look for it there. I don't see it back here. No. It could easily be just right on that edge where we can't see.
You go around or?
But I will go around. I don't see it here, so I'll go around now.
You're gonna go that way or?
Yeah, I guess maybe makes most sense because we should be able to look back and it will show itself.
Look in?
Yeah, exactly. Oh yeah, nice fish on the edge. Just saw him swing right out.
On
Sweet.
The side?
No, on the far, kind of further over.
Okay.
You'll see him. Like he's under the seam, but he's definitely swinging to his right.
Go up here, love.
Sure.
And get behind this stump and we'll see.
Okay, yeah, you bet. I'm gonna need that net.
Yeah, I'll throw it. No, I'll get it to you.
Okay. So again, totally different visuals from back here, guys. What I'm gonna do is swing wide a bit and just go up slowly so I can hopefully pick this fish up when it comes into the sun. Way tougher to see from here. Okay, I think I just seen him. Yep. I just picked him up. I think he swung to his left.
Just to the top side of the shadow right now. It's dropping.
You got him?
A little higher.
Yep. No, he never. What's that?
Go again.
No, I don't got him.
It's up high here.
Yeah, okay. I'm looking. Yeah, okay, I got him again. Here we go. Yes! Nice. Come on, come on, come on. Keep him out of that. Keep him out. There we go. Now I got better control, but I got to keep him away from that. Oh, yeah. Okay, back him out. Back him out. Back him down. And out. Try to steer him clear of that. No, he's not. Still hot. Okay, anytime. Whoa. Thank you, Dave. Come on. And sweet in the net. Beautiful. Gorgeous yellow on this fish. Ha! Love that, guys. Really love spotting it and really love playing that one out. Okay, and goodbye. Beauty. That was a cool fish, guys. Loved every minute of it because I spotted it. And the neat thing is that I spotted it from upstream of me here. I had to swing wide because we had been looking in here. There was nothing below the willow, but there's a nice seam you can see coming all the way down the river, pretty much kind of down the center of it. And once we got up to this log, we looked immediately in front of it. There's a pocket there, nothing there. But then I swung all the way around and just came in off the side, didn't expose myself too much, and I spotted him right in there. And I really like that. Again, it was just a matter of getting the drift and the timing. So, you know, these spring fish, they're moving around a lot, right? And they're just picking off anything and everything that they can see and find to feed on. And it wasn't until, hey, we intercepted again, you know, my drift just came nicely down and right in front of him, saw that dry disappear and set the hook, and he was on. Again, very pretty fish. What can I say? Really enjoyable moment. I would definitely put a fish here.
Yeah.
If we get the opportunity to see it. It's a lot of shade where I would probably put it too, unfortunately.
How far off the bank?
Like a rod length, but he was right in the back end here. He just moved on me. He might have just backed out from where you had him. Yeah. I don't have a view on him yet. I had a real good view for a bit, and I don't now. Okay, yeah. This is better if I'm standing here.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, way to the side. Oh yeah, I saw the tail. Okay, I see the tail.
Yeah. Coming across.
Okay,
Go for it.
here we are.
Coming to you, coming to you.
Yeah, oh shoot. Okay, here we go. That has a chance. If he wants to come to his right. No. I got.
Easy, just hit some surface.
Yeah.
Nice cast.
That has a good chance.
Yeah, coming right to him.
And got him. Nice. Beautiful. Oh, 2 fish.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2 fish, Dave. Right on, man. That was fun. That was so visual for me, guys. That was a blast. Yeah, that was so gorgeous. I had height on that fish, and when he came into view, guys, I could just pitch it up to him and watch that drift go down. Break him this way. No. Oh. hot jumper. Here we go. And in the net. Beautiful. Beautiful. If that was my last fish of the day, I would be absolutely thrilled. Love that one. What a fish, guys. Dave and I kind of worked together on seeing it when we needed to see it, as it were, because there was kind of an angle of shadow coming in at the head of it. But when that fish came towards, I would say, kind of more the back end of the pool, and he was surfing kind of left, right, that's when we could pick him up. But of course, he dropped quite a ways back, right below Dave. And Dave was able to tell me, and I could cast right in. First cast, nope. It wasn't until he sort of settled a little bit more to the middle of the river, and then I was able to get my cast right above him and drifted in. And what was really cool is that I had height on that fish, and I could see everything, and I could see exactly where I was going to place my cast. And yeah, just a lot of fun. Hot brown. Love the jumps, and especially in this kind of willowy small stream, that's the sort of stuff that I really live for. A lot of fun on that one.
Yeah.